Hi, this is Kevin, and welcome to another Ants video. This time we're going to do something a little different. It's been over 8 years since we released Ants, and I guess I'm going to start this game with a little sort of an apology. So one of the things we did when we created the game was we spent a fair amount of time just working on level ordering, trying to make sure that the levels started from easiest to hardest, roughly. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but we did make a couple of probably glaring mistakes. So just jump into it. So first of all, level 93 was probably much too easy to be, in the 90s. So we should have either made that level, put that level earlier, or try to make it a little harder. And then there's the infamous level 99. So here, let me back out here. Let me show you the high scores. So here's the campaign levels. So we had 102 levels for some reason. I'm not sure why we didn't stop at 100, but that's another story. And if you look at this long list, 69 players have finished all 102 levels, and there are 155 that have finished 98 levels. So it looks like about 86 probably players have basically got to level 99 and just stopped or given up or something. So this is like, we refer to this as the infamous double D level. And I'll admit that it took me about a month to solve it, and I'm still not quite sure how I solved it. I kind of felt like I got lucky or something. So we probably should have made this level either the last level. That's not to say, levels 100 and 101 and 102, they're hard, but they're not. This level is kind of on a different level. So, I mean, in retrospect, I think we probably shouldn't have even released this as part of the campaign levels. Probably should have just made it a bonus level. But it is what it is. We did actually change it for the desktop version of Ants, but for the Roku version, we just left it as it is. So, the point of this video is to hopefully give you enough information to solve the level yourself, finally. Let's just take a look at the level. As you can see, there's 5 gems. So one of which is here, and the other 4 inside this left D. And then there are 5 leaves, 1 here, and then the other 4 over here. So, and then there's the ants, and they're all purple. So the basic idea of the level is you're going to have to go back and forth between the 2 Ds, and you're going to need to get leaves and gems to be able to cross into the Ds. And you'll have to go through the paint splotches to change the ants to the right color to get into the 6 anthills. And so all 6 different colors are represented by the anthills. So that's the basic idea, but executing that is pretty hard. So let's just give an example here. So you might say, okay, there's a leaf here. So I can just, let's change to purple, and let's just put an arrow there, and then see what happens. So the ants will come here, get the leaf, the purple ants will come in here, but then how do you get back out? So the only exits are, require a leaf, so you can't pick up a gem and then get out here. So you'd have to go out the same way you came in. But all the ants are purple, right? So I can just play it for you. All right, so 2 ants in, and then the other ants are still purple, and they all die on the left. So what can you do? Well, you could make the ants go back out the same way, but then what? Right? You can't. They're just going to go back and forth between these 2 arrows, and if you put an arrow up out of here, then they'll never get in the first place. So the only way out of this is to go through one of the paint splotches, change the color, and then go back out. But if you look, there's no way to do that when you're entering from this angle. So that does not work. So, and then if you look on the right side, if you do the same thing, let's say you go right here. They'll go through here. They'll go over the yellow anthill. Since they're not yellow, they'll just go through, but that doesn't really change anything. You're still going to enter here. You're still going to be purple, and you still can't get out. So what we have to do is enter through another place. So for example, let's go up one more and come down, and now we've got the gem, and now let's go here and then here. So now they'll just run it, speed it up a little. All right, we got the gem, we enter, and now, so we didn't go through an anthill, but so all the ants are going to be red now. So now we can do this. We could put a red arrow there and then come out and then turn to the left here. So I'll just run it. All right, so now I'll stop it there. So now we haven't actually put any ants in an anthill, but we placed, oops, let me run that again. And stop it there. All right, we did place a gem, and now the lead ant, the lead red ant, has a leaf, so we can enter the other side. But what was the point of this? Do we gain anything by this? Well, the gem, let me exit out here. The gem we ended up placing here. So the point is that we can now use that to enter or exit this right D now. So for example, if we somehow come up here and get this leaf and then turn here into blue, then we can exit here, and we don't have to, get another gem. So we placed one gem. We haven't gotten anywhere yet, but that's one gem down, 4 to go, and one leaf down and 4 to go. So in some sense, we're 2/10 of the way to solving the level. So let's keep going. Let's say we put a red arrow here, and then we're going to turn orange, and then get another gem. And now again, the only way out is the way we just came in. So let's put an orange arrow here. Okay. And now let's say we go here. All right, let's run it. All right, so we placed one gem, placed one leaf. All right, and now we have another gem. And then you have to think, well, now, what are we going to do with this gem? So we're going to enter this right side D, and there's lots of places we can try to do that. Now we're all orange now, so we could just go up here. We could enter this way, or we could go around and enter through this entrance. But if we do that, we're going to turn red again. And, well, then actually we're just going to die because we're going to hit this crater, and we don't have a gem. So let's go this way. All right, and then we'll turn blue and then pick up another leaf and then turn purple. And then we have this space here we can exit. So let me just run this. Okay, speed it up. All right, so we got a leaf. We turned purple, and we've gotten 2 ants in so far. All right. So, what are our options here? Where can we exit? So we're purple now. We can't just exit through here. We have a leaf, but we're gonna have to exit through one of those 2 places we already put a gem. So we put a gem there and there already. We could, let's see. We could come over here, come down, grab another leaf, and then go through here and turn blue, and then exit that way. Oh, sorry. Actually, yeah, we could do that. I don't remember if I tried that before, but for my solution, we're just gonna exit out of the gem location we just used. And then when we do that, we're going to turn blue, and then we can go this way. So let's run that. Speed it up. All right, so now I've got a train of blue ants going the opposite direction. Seems like the simplest thing to do is just go into the blue anthill. So let's do that. And then we'll turn yellow, pick up another gem. Okay, and then again, I think the only place we can come out is the way we just came. And then we'll come out, we're still yellow, and then we can go this way. And then let's just keep going, right? I mean, we got yellow, and then we can just go into the yellow anthill, which is this way. Okay, so that's a little hard to keep track of everything, so let me just run it again. Okay, we're purple, put a gem down. We're red, we got a leaf, come up, get a gem. We're orange ants go in. Okay, we've got blue with a leaf, come up, blue goes in, so we got 4 ants in so far. Now we've got the yellow ants, and all right, so now we've got, let me pause it there. All right, so now we've got 6 ants into their anthills and 6 more to go. We're yellow right now, so, and there are 2 leaves in here, all right, in the right, two leaves left inside the right side D. So if we go up, we can't get out that way because we just go into a crater. But now we can use that gem that we placed, the first gem we placed, right? We could pick up the leaf on the right, go down, become blue, and then exit out of here. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll go yellow down, and then to the left, and then we'll become blue, and we're exiting. And then where will we go? So we're gonna have to enter the leaf D on the left, or the D on the left. So, so I'll just say after a lot of probably trial and error, I decided that I would go this way and come down here. And the, well, I'll just do it. I won't say anything else here. And then we'll come back out. We're going to turn it orange, come back out this way. And am I missing something? Let's see. I think, well, let's just run it. All right, so I think that's the extent of the arrows that I placed. So, but I'll make some comments on this. So, all right, got blue. All right, so let me just stop it here. So right now there are only three things left to get. There's the gem on the left inside the D. There's a gem on the right inside the other D, and there's also the, sorry, I don't know if I said gem or leaf, but leaf on the right. And then there's a leaf next to the D on the left. So you're orange right now. So yeah, but the point of this was that you now place the leaf in front of the red anthill. So you should be able to get in that way now. What else? So you've got green, purple, and red. I don't want to give it too much away, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to finish the level now. So that's your hint. That should get you like 90% of the way there, I think. So give it a try. Leave a comment if you're still having problems, or check out our Discord page. But hopefully you'll finally be able to solve level 99. Good luck, and thanks for watching.